smile that was upon me and my brother's face on that day.
Oh,
Opening up the
that's so
gift.
wonderful. That's so wonderful. I know I remember growing up, well, this one story of a Christmas. My mother had received a sponsorship, a couple of, I guess, minutes for us to go shopping. And back in those days, the biggest toy department store was Toys R Us.
Who remember that? Toys R Us. Yes,
Oh,
we missed it.
yes. The little, what was his name? Lionel the giraffe. Yes, we all loved him. She was allotted some minutes to go shopping, get whatever she wanted, didn't have to pay anything. So it was maybe her and about 17 other parents that was also there, and they got a chance to bring their children along. So my mother brought me and my brother, of course. As we are getting ready to go, they got the big timer stopwatch on the side, and they like, you got 15 minutes to run out in the aisles and get whatever you want. So, quite naturally, I'm standing right next to my mom, and my brother is in the buggy with my mom, but she was so excited, she left me in my buggy to go shopping. Now, this was a big toy store, and I had to be about 6, 7 years old, so I was very small. But I was able to find something that I really wanted. The problem was it was too high for me to reach. So I spent my 15 minutes just standing in that one spot looking at a Cabbage Patch doll.
Who remember those?
And she didn't even have real hair. She had yarn for hair. But I wanted this Cabbage Patch doll. And at the end of the day, they had tallied up everything that my mom had got, and they gave her extra time to go back and get me some stuff because I only had one item in 15 minutes. But that Christmas, that was one holiday season that I would never forget because even though our tree wasn't running over with presents, we got everything that we wanted, and my mother was so happy to be able to share in the holiday season with us.
Yes, my people. And the reason why we reminiscing now, and I got the audience to reminisce with us or during the days that you can, just sit back and think about those times. That will help you embrace what's in front of you now. If their family has kids, look at your children because there's something about being a kid, my people. Kids are always happy until they not get what they want now, of course, but majority of the time when from the infant all the way to they get about 10, 8 years old, they enjoy life. Really don't get an understanding about bills or the main things that adults that we go through and have to do to get those things or keep a roof over their head or put food on the table. But they just sit back and just you can just feel the spirit of most all children are always happy. Now, with that said, as a parent, I'm talking to you. Take the time out to look at your kids. If you have any of them that's under 8 or even if you have adult kid children, remember those times when life was just life for them. Hopefully by us bringing up the reminiscing of family gatherings or by you seeing your children or reminiscing about your children open up gifts and seeing that smile on their face, remember that. We need all the uplifting of any type of good feeling. And at any time of that one particular day, if it is somewhat distorted, just remember the times that it was good. And help your kids understand that we are all one. We are all still here.
This Christmas, it may be hard not to feel a little grinchy. But before you say bye, humbug, and try to fast forward into the new year, look for ways to find some fun this holiday season. If 2020 has taught us all anything, it's how much the people in our lives mean to us. So go ahead and spread some happiness where you can. Now, Transitional Changes Mission has a quiz for you all out there. And we just wanted to ask a couple questions. So please write in your responses to tcmissionspeaks@gmail.com. And we'll have the answers to these questions on our blog at transitionalchangesmission.wordpress.com. True or false? The song Jingle Bells was written specifically for Christmas. What do you think, King?
That's a good one. Never thought of it. I thought somebody just took some bells and made a song.
Well, I'm going to say true. I think Jingle Bells, is familiar to Christmas with the bells.
Yes. That's probably why I'm going to put some music on here, making some bells music.
Okay. Do more Americans get real or artificial trees?
That's a good one. That made me think though.
I think that they get more real trees. And I'm going to say real because, with the holiday season and you got the eggnog by the fireplace already, you want to smell some pine.
Yes, that pine. Yes.
So we're gonna say real trees. Now you might say artificial because you might have an artificial tree up in your living room. Don't want to take away from that.
Hey, don't talk about them artificial. Them artificial last way longer than the real.
True. So.
And they are different colors, and now they got lights on them automatically. So all you gotta do is put some screws together and plug them up, and they got the lights, the ornaments, everything. I mean, man, this don't grow.
And I actually was looking online the other day, and I seen they are selling red Christmas trees now.
Pink? I seen pink in the store too.
Yeah, that's a new, very new, like seasonal thing to do. Jump out of traditional green.
Christmas ain't Christmas without the tree.
Right.
I mean, you can even get a tabletop tree.
I think you was looking for one of them trees back in 2016, King, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Because it's really just a symbol of the tree. You might have a tree on the counter, but you might have a brand new boomyard outside or in the house.
Okay. So, who was the first U.S. president to recognize Hanukkah in the White House?
Oh, they do some history there.
Yeah.
I have to look that one up.
Yes. Okay. We encourage you to do your research because I'm kind of stumped on that one too.
Well, I can tell you a little bit about Hanukkah. It's a Judaism holiday and starts on December the 10th. Most of the time on a Thursday that lasts through December the 18th. But 8 days of festivities is what Hanukkah is about. It is a Judaism holiday.
Okay. And then, last question. How much money do Americans spend on average on holiday gifts per person? Now, that depends on if they like them or not.
Oh, just about to say that. If you like them or not.
Well, might be getting a $5 gift, might be getting a Dollar Tree gift.
But I know, reminiscing, I remember my elders of my family always gave me socks, T-shirts, and underwear. As a kid, I did not like that. I was like, oh man, I dread to go over there sometime, but I love seeing my grandmother or
it's the thought that
my
counts.
aunt. Yes, and that's what my mother and my father told me. But as a kid, I was like, man, let's go to the house where the toys at.
Yes, I don't blame you. But I would say on average. And now with the gift card, with the gift cards going around, how much would you put on average on a gift card for somebody that you like, maybe a colleague or something?
As of right now, in these days and time, that's a good idea. We might come up with something on that. Get a gift card or give $1 to a person or anybody, because it ain't about to me about if I like them or not, especially in my matured age. Now, I love seeing the happiness of giving to a person that's in need. And if it's $1, 50 cents, $10 to $200, if I have it, I will give it.
That's a wonderful answer. And that's what we would say. The opportunity to give is endless. And on average, we give 365 days a year. We are blessed to be able to give our voice right now to everybody who's listening, and that's free.
Yes, my people, and we pray that it has influenced you to uplift yourself, uplift your family, because there should not be no sadness at this time of the year, or apparently, or any time of the year. I was just looking at the news, and they had a story up, and they was saying something that is a battle to express to people. All I can say is that I love everybody, and I really, really pray for the ones that are in sorrow. But to hear a person says a person have to be lying to themselves if they not happy during these times, I do not believe that across the globe. I myself have took some losses in my life, even up to this day or even in the future. It's a mental battle. Believe me, I know that it's a mental battle that we have to go through this. But as the human race, it depends on everybody to gather their strength because it is the well-being of our species. No matter what's in front of us, we got to keep it going for the generations behind us or that's in front of us. Like I tried to reminisce to bring people back to what is the joy of an adult person. Even if you don't have no kids, you can find a child out here. You can find a homeless person out here. You can find a person at the corner or at a store or walking into Walmart. You can see the Salvation Army with a jingle bell.
And there's plenty of people standing in the meetings in your city.
Yes, my queen.
So you may not remember exactly what happened at the holidays from year to year, but when something this different happens, it'll stick out. Things that go wrong often make the best memories. This exceptional holiday season will probably be more memorable because it's so different. We just have to find a way to make the most of it.
Yes, my people, because this ain't the first time the world has been going through some type of dramatic plague or war or anything of negativity. This is not the first time. I mean, I can sit back. I remember talking to my 97-year-old great aunt. They used to tell me how the roads was paved, and she was just, I enjoyed riding her around in my city, and she was just giving me a imagination of how the city used to look for back in 1920. And during those times, she can say, man, what you talking about? Y'all ain't went through nothing. I mean, they went through a Great Depression, 3 to 4 wars, and as a now millennium kids or even myself, it's hard to try to imagine those hard times. But it's in the history book. And that's one thing that I'm trying to get people to realize as they went through those times, be where we are now. And with that said, we are at a beautiful point in time. We are in December the 9th, 2020. 16 days away from the 25th. And then we have 6 days afterwards after Christmas to the New Year's. There's a lot of holidays to look forward to. 16 days away.
And governments on how to approach Christmas could learn from this. Lunar New Year, also known as the Chinese New Year, is the world's biggest annual migration involving the mass movement of people and about 3 billion separate trips. Movement is widespread across China with significant additional international travel. With the coronavirus then known to be spreading widely, the Chinese government canceled much of the 40-day 2020 New Year celebration in January and February.
And that's why I think you see the Christmas lights in February on people's porches. I never could understand it, but now as I ride past that person's house, they are from the Asian nation or have some knowledge about their holidays over there. But I'm getting the same look now when I celebrate Christmas in March. We don't hang up lights or anything. It's more about us riding around, sharing love to each other, and helping people that's in need. And sometimes that has been through our years that we didn't have enough to be able to go buy them something new or anything of that nature. We just maybe had